Hey guys, it's your girl Leah.
And Nat.
And this is the BRL Show.
Absolutely. Episode 5. We're going to take you down a little bit of a road of relationships. Not only with your mans or your girl, but maybe with your family, your friends.
With yourself.
With yourself, absolutely. And then also, we're going to pick something out of the box a little bit later.
You already know how we do.
Absolutely.
So get ready for that. You might want to take your guesses right now what that might be. Chances are you'll be wrong, but we'll see.
You never know.
You never know.
We get a little weird sometimes.
We get weird.
But to start it off with relationships, as you mentioned, Leah.
Yeah.
Relationships with yourself.
Yeah, let's talk about
That's really important.
It actually should be the most important, to be honest.
It really... It
Sometimes it's not.
Important.
Sometimes it's not, but it should be.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's break it down.
All right. Well, I mean, we were kind of specific in regards to this relationship and this component of the relationships of yourself as well, because we were talking about something that fills most of your life, which is your career.
Yeah.
And your aspirations to achieve what you want out of your desired career as well.
Of course, your ultimate goal, what you would consider maybe your dream job or your dream career, right? That is important. I think we all have it. We all at least used to have it. When I was growing up, I always, from day one, have always thought I knew what I wanted. Okay. That changed, but I at least imagined it. I at least had a vision of what I wanted to do later on in my life that I think or thought would make me happy.
Okay. And what was that as a child? Do you remember?
Yeah, singer, like everybody else.
Same Z's.
Like everybody else. I'm like, I'm going to be Whitney.
Everyone.
And then I said, I'm going to be Beyonce when Beyonce came in.
Okay.
No, Brandy and then Beyonce.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I wanted to be Whitney for a very long
Whitney
time.
was my number one.
Yeah?
Whitney, I was like, I choose to be her.
And then I chose Alicia Keys after.
Did you choose Alicia?
I went down the Alicia Keys path.
I
Who
couldn't
won the
because
voice?
I was not very good at the keys part.
I have long
Hence the
fingers,
name.
and I did take piano at one point.
Okay.
But I was
So you're
no
cool.
Alicia Keys.
Alicia, please.
Exactly. Alicia ain't got these teeth. No.
You know what? These dreams, we're not going to say that we let them die, but we obviously had to kind of reevaluate.
Everyone in my life still thinks I'm a singer, so whatever.
Well, you do sing. You can say that. Just to who? Maybe not the masses, but you sing.
Maybe not. Okay.
Yeah, I love to sing too. It's just I realized, actually, I realized early on that it was just not going to work out for me when I auditioned for basically every singing competition there was.
You are adorable.
Well, I'm also a loser because I lost every single one of them.
But you went out there and you put it out there.
I did, because I really believed in myself.
Believed, past tense.
Past tense?
Can you not?
But sometimes you have to reflect and be like, maybe this is actually not for me. It looks fun.
Okay.
Like singing, I have a decent voice, so do you. And when you have a decent voice, maybe sometimes in your head you might think it's better than it really is.
Yes.
And, you have your parents and your siblings who tell you it is.
Sing.
Come
for the
sing.
family.
Come. Auntie wants to hear you. And then Auntie's like, sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would get a couple bucks for that stuff, though, from my family.
I actually held a concert one time in my basement. $10 each. I was like not playing games.
I love that.
And they all paid because
they're going to support you.
What are they going to say? No, you're not worth it? Like, that's really cruel.
$10? Of course.
$10 is worth it to make me happy. So, no, all the competitions that I really did, try out for, it didn't work out for me. So that I had to F my dreams there.
So that was your childhood dream?
Yeah.
And then as an adult?
As an adult, I wanted media, so I actually went to school for that. What about you?
Yeah, well, I started off doing, because I wanted to help the society and whatnot.
That's a good
goal.
goal.
I started, I went, after high school, I went and did social work.
Yeah.
And I did do social work for about 6 years. And there's definitely a shelf life for that.
Yeah.
Because it takes a toll on you as a human.
Yeah, I actually can't relate. So.
You know what? A lot of people, the people that can say that they've been in social work or they do that type of work for decades and whatnot, I completely commend them. But while I was doing social work, I also had a radio show because I always had a passion for music, and I'm a bit of a talker, aka why I have a podcast with you as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found that there was a lot of things that were just saying like there were dead ends, or there were just things that there were roadblocks of some sort. And I just figured I'm going to go back to school and go for media as a mature student, which was a huge step for me because I did have a really great job in the social work world. And I remember my boss at the time was like, hey, if you want to stay as a social worker, I'll give you more money and all this stuff.
Oh my God. That would usually trip up some people.
It didn't trip me up because I was already set and I had my mind set on what I wanted to do. There was a particular radio station I wanted to work for.
Right.
And I can proudly say that I got to that point.
Okay.
But it was a sacrifice. For sure.
And it probably was a very difficult decision to make at the time.
It was not
You're
easy.
going from money to no money.
I was all up in the yoself.
Right? To go back to that?
Yeah.
No. But you obviously made the right move. Speaking of moving, though, would you... Okay, so when I was in radio school, I went to school for radio as well.
Nice.
I was told from the get that if I wanted to get to where my ultimate goal, I had to move out of Toronto, go to, middle of nowhere.
Yep.
And try to make it out there.
Yeah. Cut your teeth.
Yeah. Get away from your family. You're away from everything you know. And you're in a rural part of the world that you've never heard of in your life, but you're actually thinking about moving there. Is that something you'd ever consider?
Well, I was lucky because I actually got a job in a small market that wasn't far from my home. But I did start in a small market. So.
Okay, but that is close to your home. Fine, let me rephrase that. Moving extremely far from your home and what you're used to.
If the opportunity arose, I probably would. But I think because of the path that I decided to take, it wasn't necessary.
Okay. See, that was my deal breaker. I wouldn't move.
Okay.
And some people who are really ambitious and really set on what they want to do would. So for me, maybe that's just something I'm not willing to do.
It depends on what area that you were looking to go into, because I find the people that are doing more so of the announcing component, they all did small market. Every single one of them.
Yeah, no, most people do.
Yeah, nobody jumped. Not a lot of
not
people.
everybody gets Toronto.
Not right away. Not
right
out
away.
the gate.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. But I mean, it is taking a leap of you taking either the chance or, taking the sacrifice or whatever it may be to see if that's something that you really want. Because I'll tell you, it was hard to say goodbye to that money. And
girl, I can't believe you did this.
And it was hard to be like budgeting myself and be away from my family and have time because I didn't go to school where my family was, and that was 2 years as a grown ass woman who had been working and had been making money paying everything for myself to being like, hey government, can I get some of that money for tuition?
Or hi mom, hi dad.
Can I get some groceries?
Can I get some of that, please?
Make me some dal and rice for the road, please. Like, I need curry to go.
Yeah.
Curry in a hurry, please.
Curry in a hurry. Oh, man, that's cute. They probably did it just for that comment. Curry in a hurry.
I was very lucky because what it comes down to it, when you are taking a step like that, you have to have the support.
I was just going to say.
And that is so key. And if it's not from your family, it's from your friends that are near and far.
Yeah.
Because, when you're in school, you're going to make new friends.
Absolutely.
And you never know if those friends are going to be like true friendships because, there's a common interest at that point in time. But outside of school, do you have those common interests? Are you going to be friends? And what type of friends? Where do you fit on the pyramid of friendships for you? That's a whole other conversation.
The support that you kind of need to back you when you're making a really big decision like that has to be support that you really can rely on and maybe like have had for several years, that and trust that support's going to be there even through the tough times, right?
Well, I mean, and it's also it will define what the support is from various people for you. Oh, good point. Well.
You can figure out,
You'll see.
Yeah.
You'll definitely see who's really a ride or die or who isn't when it comes down to
when it really
those
comes down to it.
situations.
Oh, good point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've never been in that situation. So the friends that I have right now, they're cool with my lifestyle right now.
So
that's
let
what
me
I know.
ask you.
All right.
why is that a deal breaker for you to move away, or to like, what was that? Like, why did you just stay?
Unfortunately, I'm not good with change. It kind of scares me and gives me anxiety when I think of being in an uncomfortable situation, where sometimes you have to be, though, especially if you're trying to reach something that's hard to attain.
Yes.
But for me, unfortunately, and I am growing, like I have to grow out of this, but it's really difficult for me to put myself in a situation where I'm uncomfortable. And uncomfortable equals not having the support that I'm used to. I need the people that I know. I need them around me.
I mean, and when you do these things, I think that you also have to keep in mind that the love and the support and the guidance and all those things that actually make up a relationship, they don't necessarily have to go away. They just change in the way that you receive it.
Yeah.
You know? Because I remember I never used Skype so much when I was away.
Yeah.
The way that, like, I barely use Skype now, or like any video calling or
FaceTime,
anything.
all that?
I don't do any of that now. But when I was away, I needed that.
Oh, man.
I needed it. I'm like, I need to see some faces that I just want to kiss up.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I'd go right up to the camera.
I love you.
In my laptop, and be like, I can give you a big kiss now. Like, mwah.
They're like, wow, this girl misses me.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, you're like, I do. And I need, a familiar face.
And voice. And just that comfort. And you can still get that. I mean, a conversation on the phone can go a really long way.
Also, I need to grow up because I'm also not one to talk on the phone.
Yeah.
You're like, grow up.
You should grow up.
I know. I'm texting my parents. They're like, what's this? Yeah. Call me now. And I'm so like, true. Oh, yeah.
Right.
I hate talking on the phone, but we'll do that.
So
yeah.
What is it that makes you comfortable in these relationships? Is it the touch?
It's the routine. I have a routine with people. There's specific people that I talk to every single day, specific people that I see every day, specific people that I hang out with on weekends. This sounds really, really stupid now that I'm saying it out loud. I probably should switch it up. But no, I'm being honest with you. It's routine. Like I love a routine. I love my routine. And for it to get messed up and shaken up shakes up my whole world.
Well, that's exactly what happens when you're looking to go down a different path.
Yep.
You're going to shake it because it's not the regular path.
No.
So if you're going to take another path, then you have to be willing and ready for these
And look
shakeups.
at the people that are successful. Do you think they made it that way by being comfortable and staying in their little corner all day long, every day, every year? No. They shook things up.
Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks.
There you go.
But honestly, I did live that comfortable life for a while where I was working like just stupid bullshit jobs for $15 an hour, $20 an hour, whatever it may be. And when you really think about it, an hour is 60 minutes.
Yeah.
Is $20 worth an hour of your time?
I don't know. I have to reevaluate.
Think about it though. You know what I mean? Like, I've never actually done the math, but like if you were to take $20 and divide it by 60, what would you be working with?
I don't know.
You're working with cents.
That's a good point. And also, and I'm one to compare myself to others. Like
which is a terrible thing.
Yeah.
By the way.
Okay, but in this case, I think it's all right.
Okay.
if they're making more money in an hour than I'm making, and I think I'm even more capable than they are in the job that they're doing, or I have my own skill set that I think is applicable that can be valued, and they're making less, that makes me reevaluate my life and reflect and be like, wait a second, why? I could be doing better.
You can always
be doing better. Ooh.
And comparison kills.
Yeah, no, but it
kills because you should. And I remember this when I was applying for my dream job. My boss was like, or the guy who was interviewing me was like, how do you deal with like competition? And I said straight up, my competition is myself. I never look to anybody else to see who, what, where, whatever.
Yeah.
If I see that they're doing better, I take that and I flip it and I make it like an ambition.
Okay, you basically are saying what I couldn't say. Yeah, you take what you see what they're doing and you apply it to yourself, I guess. Comparing is never good because you can never be anybody else. You can only actually be yourself. And I'm not trying to have an after-school special here, but that's actually the truth. You
it
can't,
really is.
You
it
can't.
Sounds so cheese sauce.
It sounds cheese. It does.
But it is
Yeah,
true.
nacho cheese. But it's true.
It is.
Absolutely.
And it is, again, it's a sacrifice to change your life and completely take your regular routine for a whirlwind.
Yeah.
Because it is going to change you, and hopefully change is good, and that's the direction that you're going into when you're making these decisions.
Absolutely. And I feel like only now when I'm turning 30, I'm actually really starting to think about what am I doing? Mm-hmm. What's my future looking like? Mm-hmm. I can't be stuck in this one spot.
No.
So although I hate change, change has to happen. Change is going to come, as my man Sam Cooke would say.
You know what? What really was a big deal for me in my path of changing was I got laid off from a job, and I ended up doing some traveling where I journaled and I spent some time with people that were not always with me, that were close to me, but like from a distance. So again, like people that I had relationships with, like I had cousins that were in Atlanta, I had a friend that was in the islands, and I did some traveling, and I went to see them. And while every plane ride I jumped on, because I was jet setting.
Were you actually?
Oh yeah, I was jumping all over the place because I was just like, whatever. I looked at my life and I was like, you work until the day you decide to retire, or you're able to retire, or some people until you die.
Right.
When am I ever going to get this chance again?
Yeah.
To just say, I'm going to go and travel for some piece of time.
That's a problem. That's actually the best time.
And that's when I decided that I was going to go back to school.
Wow. And that was through the reflection of...
You got it.
Traveling. Mm-hmm. See? Sometimes we just need time to ourselves just to, like, understand.
And really, I was devastated. I was so sad that I got laid off. And I look back at it as a blessing in disguise. Because it pushed me
I love when that happens. Yeah.
It pushed me into this new career, this new role, this new want and need of something more. And I was just like, okay, big guy, I'm taking the note, because I had actually gotten laid off twice.
Oh, Lord.
I know. And it was one job after another.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Okay, big guy, I got it. I'm not going to do these bullshit jobs anymore.
It's over for this. Clearly, this is my sign.
Yeah, so.
To tell me to quit.
Yeah,
it was
so
like
I
me
had
being
to
told.
cut it.
Yeah, it was like me being told, stop singing, Leah. It's not your career move. It's not the move. All right.
But yeah, that's what it was. And I mean, and I commend anybody that takes the chance on themselves.
Absolutely.
Because, I mean, that's all you got at the end of the day.
Takes courage, too, so.
Totally.
Absolutely.
And really and truly, like, usually when you can face your fears and when you can exchange that fear for excitement, that's when the magic really happens.
Ooh, you're giving me feels. You're giving me, like, inspiration. Like, I'm actually applying it to myself right now.
Okay,
so.
good. I hope that you do. And everyone that's listening, I hope you feel like you're getting something out of this as well, because it really changing your life is within your reach.
Oh, my God.
And having a better life is.
And having a better life. Mm-hmm. There you go.
For sure.
All right, well, I think we got all we could get out of that. Want to reach into the box? Whose box we doing?
I don't know, but we're going to listen to some music first while we figure out what's happening with our box.
Thank you. Let's do that.
We'll take it. We'll pick it up after that.
Yeah. Pick it right up.
I want you, na-na. I want you, na-na.
right, so it's box time.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Let's get ready to rumble.
What you've all been waiting for. What's in that box?
All right,
what's
so-
in that box?
Leah, tell us what's in the box.
Oh, I'm checking for what's in the box.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
let me reach inside the box. All right. And the box is telling me, ooh, prosthetics.
Prosthetics.
Okay. And what do
All
we mean by prosthetics? Let's break this down.
So prosthetics basically are anything that's an attachment to your body.
Yes.
And that
That
could
is
be
a literal term.
That could be anywhere from lashes to legs.
Yep. A lot of ass, too.
Or
That's
yeah,
what we've been seeing.
we're talking top
We're
to
talking
bottom.
top to bottom.
Oh shoot, we talking weave to bottom.
Yes. We're talking weaved up braids, all that.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
so I personally as a Caribbean woman of Indian descent, you would think that I have never needed or wanted to put weave in my hair. But I have.
And looking at you, why? And looking at you, why?
Because sometimes the length just isn't on your side.
And sometimes time isn't either. So you're
Oh,
just like, let's get
gosh,
this thing cracking.
absolutely.
Let's
So,
get this thing sped
yeah,
up.
I got a wedding to be in
Yeah.
2 months, and my hair is not gonna grow a
Right,
foot.
right.
So,
You're right.
but yeah, I have definitely. I've definitely had some prosthetics on my body, from fake nails
Okay.
to weave to fake eyelashes.
You done the lashes.
I have.
All right.
That's
Have
about
you-
it.
Let's think.
You?
Anything more? No, you kind of covered what I got going on.
Okay.
I right now have weave-in. I actually made. So from the very beginning, it all started with prom. I put weave-in just for color, and then I don't know if people that wear weave know this. You become addicted to it. Unfortunately, it just
Eyelashes.
happens. It actually just happens.
Yeah.
You become addicted, and I think I'm speaking on behalf of all weave wearers, especially the ones that are wearing it right now. You realize that your hair can be longer. Your hair could be a different color.
Oh, yeah.
You can kind of do whatever you want with it.
Different style.
You just got to have some money. That's all. So I kept that going. I became addicted to it. I finally broke the curse 2 years ago.
Not a girl.
Yeah, well, I'm wearing it right now, but for different reasons.
Yeah.
But when I took it out, I felt liberated.
I believe it.
Honestly, I could put my hair in a
believe it.
pony
Yeah.
and a bun.
Oh,
I did half
yeah.
up, half down sometimes.
Oh, hey now.
I look cute, man.
I believe
And the
it.
hair
I love
was
the half
actually,
up,
and my
half
hair,
down.
I started to respect my hair more. Give my hair some credit. Like, it's hair too,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I had going on. I have it in right now because I went on vacation. I just didn't want to bother with it. But I'm going to take this shit out because I like my hair. You don't have weave-in right now. You understand having your natural hair. There's something special about it.
And it's really, it's such a maintenance to be a woman sometimes
Yeah.
because, outside of adding things, we take things away.
Yeah. Why do we do this?
Because we're crazy.
Because we're women. Jeez. Yeah.
But I mean, and this is something in society that I really wonder about with people and how they identify themselves with their appearance and their
Yeah.
own self-image and self-esteem and everything. And you see some people that go very far with prosthetics and just altering their look.
Too far, in my opinion, but honestly, that's subjective. Like, what's too far?
What is too far?
Well,
yeah.
for me, I got the eyelashes going, whatever. Sometimes I get my nails done. I think that's cool. I think when it starts to, like, alter, your actual
Makeup.
appearance. Yeah, your actual, what God gave you.
Oh, okay.
So, like, enhancing your breasts, I'm not one to encourage it just because...
I'm pro-choice.
You're pro-choice. I know. I really shouldn't be judging anybody, but if you're asking my opinion, I think adding to your ass, adding to your breast, I just think that's unhealthy.
What
first
about
off.
nose jobs or getting things done to your face?
Oh my Lord.
Like like microblading is very popular right now for eyebrows and whatnot. Or,
Yeah, that's all
again,
right.
What about okay? Oh, okay.
I'm okay with that one.
Okay. What about a nose job?
A nose job.
Lips.
Ooh. To each their own. To be honest, to each their own. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I kind of respect what the Lord has given me.
Yeah.
So I
You did
don't
a great
mind.
job.
Thank
so-
you, girl. Same
Yeah.
with you. So I think we're straight. But no, and obviously, if you feel obliged to maybe change up your look, more power to you. Speaking on behalf of myself, I would like to keep the features that I have. I don't know what's going to happen in the next 10 years with that. If I put in lip fillers, how does that affect me in 10? I actually think about the future when it comes to like adding stuff onto me. I know what's going to happen with weave. It's going to break my hair, but I can also restore that, and I'm willing to take that risk. When it comes to lip fillers, implants in my ass and breasts, I don't know if that's a good thing for my body.
I just think that if you're going to go and alter your body or, again, prosthetics and whatnot, you have to do your research in regards to who's doing the procedure, because I've seen and felt some shoddy tube jobs.
And felt.
I have. I remember I was in Vegas on a girls' trip, and we ended up meeting this lovely woman, and she ended up hanging out with us for the night because it's Vegas, so you make friends everywhere.
That's just how it goes.
And she just got her boobs done, and here I am feeling nice off the drank. Girl, you got your boobies done?
Oh, you just
let me cop a
say it.
feel. I did. I had to. I was too curious. And then I felt them, and that shit did feel like a sandbag.
Yeah.
Do you remember in the 40-Year-Old Virgin when he says and it felt like sand?
Yeah.
And
so you actually completely related to that.
So I was like, I felt a sand boob before.
When you watch the movie now, you're just like, I totally get it.
I'm like, you felt a fake boob,
You felt
bro.
a fake breast.
That's what it was.
Yeah. And that's what it is.
That's what it was.
Yeah, in my opinion, I don't know, soft,
I felt some great fake boobs too,
supple.
though.
Yeah.
Some
Great fake boobs.
See,
I've only felt sand, like you said.
Because
rock hard.
I have boobs myself.
She does, guys. You don't know, but
it's
she
like
does.
a thing because I'm like, can I compare? Like, can I?
Yeah.
So I want to see what it's the difference
And you know what?
between theirs and mine.
It's hard to actually talk about this. Yeah, you're totally right with the research.
Yeah.
And I'm totally right to say to each your own. We're blessed in that department, so there really is no need for us to even think about getting it done.
No, well, yeah, you never know. What if I wanted to get a lift or something? Maybe one day.
You don't need to.
Well, you never know.
I'm looking at her right now, folks. You don't need to. But yeah,
say.
you're totally right. I can't think about the health factors. What the ass part? Like, I've heard horrific stories.
I've seen some footage of
I've
girls
seen
being able to
stories, yeah.
flip the
What?
actual thing around in their cheek. That ain't right.
Yeah, no, I feel like serious.
Call the doctor.
Yeah, no. Serious medical emergencies are in her
Right?
her near future.
Absolutely.
Her near future.
That is actually terrifying to me.
Yeah.
I never want to be able to flip anything inside and around and twirly whirl in my body.
No, especially if it's not really a part of your body.
It's a part. It's a new
in your
part of
skin,
your body.
Yeah, nah, man. But yeah, you know what? It's interesting to talk about because if you look on Instagram or Facebook or any social media platform, what are we seeing? We're seeing perfect bods.
We are. However, there's a lot of Photoshop happening on a lot of these.
And
pictures.
I never think about that. I always just think, damn, they look good.
Comparison kills.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, see? Right back at it. Right back at it. I gotta learn, guys. I'm working on it. But no, in 2017, what the ideal body really seems to be, big breasts, little teeny weeny waist,
Yes.
big ass,
Yes.
right?
Everybody's trying to get the hourglass.
The hourglass, but like seriously defined. In the
Right.
90s, I think it was just breasts. I would have
Yeah.
killed it in the 90s, man.
Oh,
We
yeah.
would have killed it in the 90s,
Oh,
yo.
yeah.
Yeah, this ass thing. But whatever. I understand. And I try to strive through like, working on and stuff like that. But it just really seems like that's the ideal. And if you don't reach that ideal, you can't be considered an IG model. You can't be considered the hottest girl, out there.
Well, I mean, it's funny because I try and think about like my mom or like my aunts.
Yeah.
And them growing up in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Or Guyana, whatever, and then being like, yeah, and then I took this piece of money that I had to go and put more bubby in my chest. It just sounds crazy because this is very much like this is a privilege that people like take advantage of changing the way that their body looks or their face or
Totally.
their appearance, because there's a lot of countries where people would rather have that money to like put food on the table or something.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's true.
Like it's just or spend it with their families or whatever. Because at the end of the day, a lot of these procedures are like in the tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, they actually are.
Right? So like that's a serious investment. But some people look at that as investing in themselves.
Totally.
Right? And how they feel, because a lot of the time, they just they just feel like if I didn't have this nostril that flared up like that,
it's too bad that we have to, especially women, have to go to that, extreme to make ourselves feel better.
Yes.
Right?
And women, I feel like women have been kind of doing that. The joys of being a woman. We've been doing that for a long time when it comes to even back in the day when corsets were killing it. They're kind of coming back now. Yeah. But corsets, that was a thing. And it would be so tight and women wouldn't be able to really move or breathe.
But it was worth it to them.
And they were willing to do it.
As my dad would say, it's better to look good than to feel good. And honestly, that's not true.
No. I love that you're
No, that was his saying from day one. And I'm like, is this true? Better to look good than to feel good.
Oh, wow.
He said that about some high top pumps I was wearing.
Oh.
They look good, but I was struggling. But I guess in a sense I didn't really look good because I looked like you couldn't handle.
Yeah, were you walking like a little baby dare?
Yeah. I had to hold on to somebody. I had to hold on to some elbows.
Brace upon it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think we've all been there because I remember going out wearing heels and at the end of the night my feet would be so fire.
I couldn't. And you're like, but why did I do this?
Seriously.
Why did I do this?
I looked good.
I looked good. That's why. Let's keep it real. We all have that motto in our back of our heads for certain things. It's just how far will we go with it?
But it is good it feels good to look good too.
That's a good point.
It does feel good. Like when you look proper, you're
I feel
on
great.
point. Your hair did. Your outfit's nice.
Yeah.
You look sharp. Man looks shine.
Right?
It does feel good because you get attention.
It also feels good to hear compliments.
Oh my gosh. Tell me all the compliments. Talk about me.
Yeah. If you think I look good, I want to hear you say it.
Talk to me. Tell me how good I look.
Tell me.
I want to know.
Me and these scrunched up shoes. You think I look great? Then it's worth it, baby. It's worth it.
So funny.
Yeah.
But again, it's also what you look at and do you think you look good? Do you feel good about the way you look?
Exactly.
Right?
And we also compare, well, we shouldn't, but we compare ourselves to other women too. And
especially IG models.
I already brought them up, so clearly I do. And that's
and Hollywood.
Difficult.
Even magazines and everything.
Yeah.
Or just being online.
Yeah.
Talking about celebrities and everything and how
they look
amazing.
And, and what they're doing to keep up their looks and blah, blah, blah. And we're sitting here watching this and thinking, oh, is this the ideal? Is this what men want to see?
Yeah.
Is this what women want to see? Is this like what is appealing to people?
And speaking of women and what they want to see, there's a lot of men that are doing some serious.
Recently, this is a new thing.
It's a thing. I saw a video of a guy getting pec implants.
No, you didn't.
Why would I lie?
You actually saw this procedure.
I didn't see all of it, but
okay.
snippets of it, and I was just like, "Wow, you really doing this? You're not going to try and work out. You're just going to go and get some pec implants."
I saw a man get a weave beard. A weaved beard.
He was
oh, you saw the straightening one? No, I think that was real. But I actually seen a sewn-in weave beard.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
Oh my god,
girl, baller alert! Shout out.
Okay. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. So that's a new turn for men.
And it's funny because it seems like men more. I think there's always been a type of man that has cared and carried himself well, but I think with social media and just having everything accessible, it's even changed the way that they look and the way that they carry themselves and how they dress.
And I think they're comparing themselves to other men too.
Oh, I guarantee
they are. Right, Steve? Can we get our resident male? Can we get our resident male on this? We haven't had you in yet.
No. Well, for me, no.
Well,
for
you value other things. That's good.
Why you get your haircut like that, Steve?
Because I thought it looked cool. That was why. I thought it looked cool.
Kind of trendy, though.
Why are you trying to look cool, Steve?
Kind of trendy, though.
It looked cool to me. Okay, so here's the thing.
I am, didn't you?
in this area. I am an atypical guy. I don't think I don't want to have implants.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't want anything like that. And when I see guys on Instagram or whatever, and they're like, it's the constant just workout kind of pose, whatever, and I'm like, yeah, it'd be cool, but it just doesn't.
Also, it's priorities, right? Like, if that's not that important to you, you have other things that you value more than that.
Yeah, I mean,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Good health and being fit, that is important to me, so I get that. But I just know that every person has a different body type, so I can't be like someone be like, I need to have my body look exactly like that.
Right.
That could be just me.
No, that's a good perception to have, because a lot of people do look at others and say, I need that.
Or they want to look like that person. Like
identical.
I hate to bring it up, but you see like some certain celebrities and they all went to the same doctor and they all
kind of came out the same way. And they're all satisfied too. They're like,
very happy
with
the results.
Very happy.
And it comes back to like them wanting their self-esteem, like they want, that helps their self-esteem.
To me though as well, like for women, like yes, the hourglass figure is kind of a thing that yes, it is attractive.
Of course.
But even just for myself, like I just find like that is a bit like it's too close to like the quote unquote perfection that it just doesn't seem right to me. That like I want like if I to be for me it'd be someone that is attractive is someone that is like has a body type that's unique to them, and it's something that's unique. So that's what attracts me the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, I may be like I am so not like the that is not the popular opinion of a guy. That's just me.
No, that's good.
I have to say it. I mean, and this is because I know a lot of guys and whatever. If there weren't women in this world, would you get your hair cut like that?
No, I probably still would.
Okay.
Really?
I actually like it for me because my hair also is like it's a weird sort of style that it only wants to go a certain way.
Okay.
So there's only like 2 or 3 different styles I can actually get, and this is one of them.
Okay.
Okay. He explained himself.
Yeah. Well, because
I
know the type of guys that would say, if there weren't women walking around freely, they would never dress up. They'd never
shave.
Like take care. They wouldn't do all the things
that they do.
Take care. They wouldn't do all the things.
Yeah.
They wouldn't work out. They'd
just
play
like
video games.
We wouldn't do all the things.
Yeah, they would just sit around playing video games, watch
eat whatever
sports,
they want,
eat Doritos, and
well, I still do that too.
You're clearly a different breed right now. You're telling us that you're different.
Sure.
Yeah. You're just being true to yourself.
Yeah. Which is always what we want, right?
That's what we want.
And sometimes that is a struggle for some people because they don't know what their self is. Like, what is true self to them?
I wonder when they finally realize, if they ever do.
If they ever do.
That's
Hopefully y'all do out there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
To sum it up, there's limits, guys, and it's all very subjective. But it's hard. It's hard to be true to yourself, and that's what we're all struggling with.
I ain't struggling with that.
Well, I'm going to be honest, and I am. All right.
Who said I was lying?
One can assume.
All
but
right.
anyways.
But yeah, no, honestly, I really, when it comes down to it, there's priorities, right?
Of course.
And it's where you see those things fitting in your list. Because, I personally, I am happy with the way that I look.
Yeah.
To a degree, I might have a little more jiggle in the wiggle than I'd like. but at the end of the day, like when I'm standing there in front of my mirror and I'm
like,
out of the shower or whatever, I'm like,
I look good.
I look all right.
Yeah. You're like, I would chop me.
Hell yeah. I'm like, okay, I see why the boys be hollering.
I love it. Okay, good. Let's all strive to have the confidence that Natalie has, okay?
What is on your face? Beauty.
What do you mean? No, you're like, but you actually have a piece of like something in your teeth.
I'm like, a word, thanks, good looking at.
You're like, oh shit, okay, I got it. Now back to beautiful.
Yeah, just queening over here.
You already know.
Yeah, all right,
guys.
It's been lovely hanging out with you.
Yeah,
I hope that y'all join us again. As for the lovely producers that are out there, if you want to be a part of the BRL show, please send us your beats to the BRL podcast at gmail.com. We will review it and perhaps add it to the show. And we'll shout you out with our social media as well because we like to help.
There you go.
And we like them beats.
There you go. And if you check us out on Instagram, you'll see who we're shouting out and why they're as awesome as we say they are.
Absolutely. All right, so it's been swell.
Yeah, it has been.
It's been real.
I'll say swell.
Yeah.
I like to say swell.
It's been real. And that's it. We're
That's
out.
it, guys. All
Later.
right. Peace.